Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So most of you will have seen over on my Instagram that I turned 40 during lockdown, and so many people have said to me, what did you do, how did you still make it special, or how did Chris still make it special, etc, etc. So I thought, okay, I'll make a video as it was requested. Obviously you're limited to what you can do with a 40th during lockdown, or indeed any birthday during lockdown, and actually not a lot's changed for a lot of people at the moment because there's the tier system. So in the UK we're tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, hardly anyone's tier 1. Tier 2, obviously you can still go out for dinner or go for a drink and food. In tier 3 you can't do that. All the restaurants, all the pubs, everything are shut. We can't socialise in each other's houses at the moment, so I think this video will still be quite applicable, and if it gives you some ideas of how to make your loved ones still feel special, or indeed for your own birthday if you wanted to treat yourself, then carry on watching. So little bit of background. I was due to go away, so we hadn't actually booked it because of everything going on. We got stuck in March in Florida, so when the coronavirus like really kind of blew up, when the pandemic first started, we were in Florida and we were very lucky to get on one of the final flights home, so that obviously put us off traveling throughout the whole thing, and just from a safety aspect, you know, obviously, and then we were in lockdown, so we couldn't travel, and then you could, and then there was corridors, and then while you were there it was getting put on the quarantine list, and it was all like up in the air. So I was like, you know what, I'm not going to book anything until nearer the time, and then if I can go away I will. I wanted it to be special. Obviously it was my 40th, so I had quite big plans, so I wanted to go somewhere amazing. The Maldives was on my list at one point, but then with the boys turning 2, I'd have to pay for them and it'd be full price, and you're looking at thousands and thousands to go to the Maldives, and they're just not old enough to appreciate that yet. And obviously there's a lot of water and stuff in the Maldives, so I thought, oh, with all the travelling of getting there and stuff, no, maybe I'll save that one for later. So then I wasn't sure whether to go to Dubai. I have been to Dubai. There's so many places that I haven't been to. Like, I'm not really well travelled. I'm quite a home person, but I think because it was my 40th, I wanted to do something amazing. New York was an absolute dream. I would love to go to New York, but right now, definitely not. Vegas, you know, something big. So obviously all that was cancelled. Then I was like, right, okay, what can I do that's like fun with all of my friends, because I can't go away with my friends either. So we were going to hire out this huge like soft play, and you can make music videos, and you can have waiters come in, and you can make cocktails and all that, and you can sleep over if you want, and it just would have been a real laugh. You can have food, drinks and stuff, and I thought, you know what, that'd actually be a bit different. It'd be quite fun. I've done all the like big clubs and stuff for my 21st, and I went to Ireland for my 30th, and I was like, I don't want to do anything like that, not for 40. Didn't really want to have a party. I'm not really a party person when it's my party, so I didn't really want to do that. So I was like, right, okay, why don't we do that? And then the rule of 6 came in, so I was like, oh, something like that is not really going to work with just 6 people. So then I was like, right, okay, just 6 people. I know, I'll hire a really lovely house off Airbnb, and I'll just have myself and 5 of my close friends, and we'll have some lovely food, and we'll just stay there for the weekend. So I hired this stunning house, booked it, and then lockdown happened, so I couldn't even do that. So I was like, right, okay, now what? So I sort of just left it up to Chris. So I was like, look, as long as I'm with the boys, as long as I get to see you guys, that is obviously the main thing. We don't really do like loads of presents. We don't like go mad and spend loads of money on loads of presents. We like to do experiences, and we like to go away for the weekend to like Birmingham or London, and my present was going to be our holiday. You know, Chris would have contributed towards that. So I was like, right, okay, now what? So what we decided to do, and some of it was a surprise, some of it wasn't a surprise, but I'll just kind of talk you through the actual day, and I'll put clips in as I'm talking so you can see some of the things that we did, or that Chris did, or my family did. So, first thing was, I got up in the morning and I came downstairs, and obviously the boys were singing happy birthday to me and stuff, and then as I walked into the kitchen, we'd already had like a 40th display done. There was a girl that I booked and hired for the boys' 2nd birthday, so she did the decorations and stuff for this one, but obviously it all had to be worked very different with regards to COVID. So it was a different system and done on a smaller scale. So we had the 40th number and we had some beautiful balloons and things from Emily. She's amazing. I love Emily. I'm going to use Emily forever. I think she's fantastic at what she does. And then on this side, on the table, Chris had created this amazing display. It looked professional. It was all like rose gold and blush pink, all the sort of colours that I love. He'd wrapped the some presents for me in like a pink paper and then some in like a leopard print paper because I like leopard print, and he'd done these huge 40th balloons and happy birthday balloons, and he'd got up at like midnight and gone and done it all. I didn't hear him at all, which I'm quite surprised about, and he didn't even have any helium, so he blew it all up manually. So I think he was a bit worn out. So I've come down in the morning, I've seen all this, and I'm just like, oh my god, Chris, that is amazing. Like, it honestly looked professional. And he'd bought these like balloon trees off Amazon and so on. And then I looked over to the left and he'd started Happy Birthday playing on the TV. So I just thought it was a happy birthday song, but it wasn't. It was all recorded messages from my friends and some of my family. It was mainly about friends. But the first clip was the boys, and I just instantly burst into tears, and it was like,
soft play with the boys. It's because it's my birthday. It's been a fantastic day.
oh.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you you got it wrong. Oh, Kira. Ready? Happy birthday.
It's from his friends.
Well, 40, wow, can you believe it? We're actually in Florida, so it's actually really nice. But hope you have an amazing birthday.
So my other friends came on, and then my brother was there from Cyprus, so like he started singing Happy Christmas just because he's hilarious and he thought it was funny, and then he changed it to Happy Birthday. So to see him made me really emotional. My sister and my brother-in-law did this TikTok dance that they know I find it really funny when they do them, and then I had messages off loads of my friends, and then even my friends from Sweden. So as soon as I saw Maddie and Isabel, I started crying, and then Piers and Andy and Donna out in Florida at the time. They were there with work, so it was just, oh my god, it was so special. Like, I watched it over and over again. And then my best friend's husband, he dressed up as me, and he did all these like little sketches and all little things that I say and that I do, and basically he's taking the piss out of me, but it was hilarious. Like, I was crying 1 minute with emotion, then I was crying with laughter. I was like, wow, this is just brilliant. And yeah, I definitely recommend doing something like that. So what Chris did was set it up on his laptop, just got a cable, plugged it into the TV, and then we watched it on the big TV. So that was really special. He edited it all together from people's individual clips that they sent him, which is pretty easy to do. So after that, Chris was like, right, I'm going to make you breakfast. So he got me some thin muffins, some smoked salmon, some eggs and all of that, and did like one of my favourite breakfasts for me, which was really cute. And then he got me some really thoughtful gifts. I think, you know, people were like, oh, can you do a haul of what you had for your birthday? And I just, oh, I don't know, I just didn't feel right doing that. But just some of the things he got me were very much about the things that I enjoy. So some beautiful gym wear that I never would have chosen myself. I hadn't even heard of them. It was gorgeous. He got the colour right, just everything. It was just so nice. Some little like food presentation packs for me. A little gin, G-I-N, not G-Y-M. Little gin kit. What else did he get me? I'm trying to remember now. And then he got me a really beautiful coat. So just things like that. Because like I said, we would rather put our money towards experiences and making memories. So we haven't gone mad on like loads of, well, he didn't go mad on like loads and loads of presents, because I don't want, you know, I don't want presents, I want memories. So it was just so cute getting little things off the boys as well with like the photos on, and yeah, it was just really thoughtful. So then on my actual birthday, what we did, obviously we couldn't go out, so we had a chef make us dinner. So a chap called Nick Cuisine, Chris booked and paid for it all way before I knew anything about it, and he turned up and I was like, wow. So it's now about 7:45 and we're just about to have our dinner, so I can't wait to eat it. It looks amazing. So he had to pre-cook it all because obviously he couldn't come into the house and cook. He actually owns a restaurant, but it's locked down at the moment, so he can't open his restaurant. So all this sort of thing really like supports local people as well, which really, you know, means a lot to me. So we got Nick over. We could have got a takeaway or something like that, but we didn't. We got Nick, well, Chris got Nick, and he cooked a 3-course meal. So he cooked like a salmon kind of like prawn starter, which is very much my thing, and then we had this chicken in this like leek and creamy mushroom sauce with loads of different vegetables and stuff. It was amazing. Creamy mash, heaven. And then like a Bailey's syllabub, but I was so full. I was gonna have a few like white wines, but when I'm eating, I'm not really in the mood to drink much, so I just had a couple of red wines, not really, you know, not really anything big. And then during the afternoon, people had come to the door and dropped stuff off at the door and then gone. So I had so many bunches of flowers, loads of cards. It was just so nice, and it meant so much to me. It really did. We went out and about for walks and stuff, grabbed like a takeaway coffee, and it was just a really nice day. Had loads of people wishing me happy birthday on Instagram and stuff like that, so yeah, it was lovely. And I got dressed up and it made me feel really good that I got dressed up as well. So if I'd have just been in like my pajamas and stuff, I don't think it would have felt quite as quite special as a 40th really. So yeah, I did get a bit dressed up too, and then got changed later, and we just watched a film. We just watched the film, oh, what's it called? Is it A Rising Star? It's the one with Lady Gaga in, so we just watched that. Then on the Saturday, that was kind of like more gonna be like the party day. So we just again went out with the boys, like walking and stuff like that during the day. And then in the evening, it was Zoom party time. So what we'd done is I'd told Chris who I'd like, you know, to be involved and who I thought would be up for it. And it's difficult with Zoom because if you have too many people, it's really hard because you're all chatting over each other and stuff, and it can be quite challenging. So I'll give you some tips with regards to how we did the Zoom quiz, or how my brother-in-law did the Zoom quiz. So I went and got ready, got dressed up again, got a dress and stuff, so I felt like it was a party. And then Chris had hired this place, I think it was called Sip and Swig. And basically it's like a local cocktail company, and normally you can have like cocktail classes and things like that, but during COVID what they're doing is making up all your favourite cocktails and then just delivering them to you at your door. So porn star martini is my thing, and Chris also knows that I like loads of other types of cocktails, so he got them all made and got them all delivered, and they were all in the fridge. So I got ready and then had some cocktails, which was so nice. And then the next minute, all my friends are on Zoom, so the Swedish ones, everybody all came onto Zoom, and it was just so fun. Like, we started off all just sat down and saying hi and stuff, and then once everyone was there, my brother-in-law did like a set quiz. So I don't know what the best way of talking you through the quiz is. Maybe I'll just like point the camera at it and show you the sort of questions. So what I decided to do was just give you some examples of what we did. So it was a 90s music round, because I like a lot of music from this era, and there's an example of some of the questions, so just musical related questions, and then the answers are here. I did quite well. I didn't get all of them, but I got some of them. And then we had things like who was number one on the 24th of November 1980, which is my birthday, who was number one in 1990, 2000, and then number one when we got married, and number one when the boys were born, so that was really cute. And then there was a picture round, so we had to guess who these bands were. And then this was hilarious. This was word association. So Lee would say a name, and then my sister had to say a word that she would associate with that word. So he said dog, she said cat. Instagram post. And then what we did was all of my friends had to guess what Emma said or what word they'd associate, and it was so funny. Then there was just some kind of like general knowledge questions, and then if we go down, a sins quiz. So I'm pretty sure we skipped the sins quiz. I was quite drunk by then. This was hilarious. So finish the sentence. So Nicola once woke up and remembered dreaming of ... When Nicola was young, she was a great fan of ... Roses are red, violets are blue, Nicola and ... And then, yeah, there were some other ones there as well. And they all had to text their answer to Lee, and then we shared the answers and we had to vote for who was the funniest. And then we kind of like guessed who sent that particular answer. That was so funny. So yeah, there you go. So funny. But obviously you're drinking from home, so I made sure I was drinking like loads of squash as well as drinking all my cocktails. And we just all like started having such a laugh. And like I've got some hilarious friends, and it was just really good fun. So once that was finished, there was a few shots involved as well, but it needed to be like an old school shot that I used to drink when I was younger, so it was apple sours. So it's not very strong at all. I just didn't want a hangover the next day. I did not want to feel dreadful for like a whole week, because as you get older your hangovers get worse. So that was it. And then the Sunday we had already planned to get like a takeaway, because we were like probably can't bother to cook, and I was really looking forward to having like a really nice takeaway. And Indian food is my favourite, so we got an Indian takeaway in the evening, and that was basically it. So it was just lovely, just really fun, really nice. And you know what, I felt so grateful, and I felt so like touched with all the effort that people went to, and just that they took time out to, you know, come and celebrate even during a lockdown. You know, it was just, oh, it was lovely, so lovely. So thank you to everybody on here as well that sent messages. Thank you if any of my friends or family are watching this for also making it special. My sister got me a balloon and you know, all these sort of things. So although we couldn't all like meet up, because we were meant to be going to this lovely restaurant on my actual birthday with all of my family, so it was still a maximum of 6, and we knew that. But we were like, do you know what, let's still do that. So unfortunately the children weren't going to be able to come, but that was the plan. And then obviously that all had to be cancelled as well, so I didn't end up doing a single thing. And then I thought, oh well, after lockdown I'll be able to do it, but I can't at the moment. So the plan with Chris and I, when we weren't going to go on holiday in the end, was to actually go away and just stay somewhere really lovely in London. We love going to London, and you can't see shows and stuff at the moment, but we just love going there anyway. And we were going to get a really nice hotel, stay in London, and at that point where we were going to book it, you could still eat out until 10 o'clock, and you could still go for drinks. And that sort of thing. And we were going to have a spa day. One of my favourite things to do is have a spa day. But then obviously all of that got cancelled too. So we shall see. I'm not too sure yet what we're going to do. As for my family, as soon as this is all over and we can meet up again, we'll all go out for dinner. My brother lives in Cyprus, so I won't get to see him, but fingers crossed. His wedding was cancelled this year, so fingers crossed we can all still go and have a huge wedding for him next year. So yeah, and then with my friends, I'm not too sure what we'll do now. I think we'll just wait maybe until the new year. A couple of my other friends will be turning 40 next year, so maybe we'll all go away when we can. So yeah, that's it really. That's the story of the 40th lockdown, but you can still make it so special, guys, and you can still make it so fun just by thinking outside the box, really. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a quick thumbs up, and stick around guys, subscribe, because I would love to see you in some of my next videos. Thanks so much for watching, and thank you for all the birthday love. It meant the world. See you soon.